All right, I am going to explain to you the Seek app. The Seek app is an app that you can get and download from any of the app stores, and it helps you identify different types of animals and plants and other species. All right, so when you open the app, it tells you the location where you are, and then it gives you a list of different species that you may see while you are in this particular area. You can click on all species and change it to just plants if you're interested. And you'll see that some of the plants that I took pictures of out at the Watershed are identified here. And if I wanted to just look for amphibians, then different amphibians that I see would pop up. If I'm interested in looking at fungi, then they would have different types of mushrooms, etc. Fish. I'm not near a lake right now, so that won't help me. Different reptiles that we may see, turtles and snakes. Arachnids. So when we can look at different spiders. If I see a spider web and there's a spider in the middle of it, I could take a picture and figure out what the spider's name is. Birds that we might see. All right, goldfinch and a hummingbird and a duck. Different insects that we might come across while we are out. The monarch butterfly, the painted lady butterfly, mollusks. Different types of slugs, leeches, and any types of mammals that we might see. The white-tailed deer, we see that in my yard a lot. The squirrel. I actually don't see very many rabbits in my neighborhood, in my yard, which is sort of surprising. All right, so I'm going to go back to all. And then I'm going to show you how this works. So I can click on the camera and it will come up with my actual camera, or I can use my photos. So here is basically what I would call a weed in my yard underneath a bunch of trees. I have 3 acres, so this is kind of out in the woods. And this is telling me that this is the white snake root. All right, so I could capture that photo and then it would save it in my thing. I took this picture earlier, so I'm going to keep the old photo because the old one's better than the new one. All right, and that tells me when I observed it, and then I can click View Species and it will give me information about this type of plant. It's a perennial herb, and it's poisonous. So I'm glad to know that. All right. The other thing that we can do is we can take a picture and then go home and use the app to tell us what things are. So if I go up to my pictures, I took these pictures out at the Watershed the other day. Here's a picture that I took at the Watershed. I'm going to click identify, and it's an American aster. They'll show their picture and I can kind of compare it to say, you know what, I really think this is exactly what that is. If mine looked a lot different than what theirs is, then I might search some more. All right, so I'm going to say that this is what I believe it to be, and click that picture. All right, I can also put in other things. These are some seed pods and a grasshopper. We'll see what it decides to pick up. All right, wild indigos. And this is at the end of the cycle, so these are seed pods from this particular plant. This actually would be another plant that would come up, common jewelweed. All right, I saw that in September 18th and I also saw it the other day when we were out at the Watershed. So I'm going to use the new photo because it's prettier, and write that into my things. This keeps track of your species that you keep. So my observations are here, and you can see all of the different observations that I have made. All right, so this will you'll be able to go back to your app and see everything that you've done. All right, so this is, I can't remember if I've talked about the challenges or not. Anyway, you can earn badges. Currently there's an herbivore challenge going on right now. Herbivores are animals, mammals, insects, things that eat plants. And currently there is an herbivore challenge. So each month they have a different challenge, and you can earn badges and level up just like any old video game. All right, so this is the Seek app. It is a member of iNaturalist, and iNaturalist is a place where people all over the globe observe the nature around them and post pictures so that we can keep track of what's happening around the world in terms of our environment.